back to my channel. Welcome to another Vlogmas with my fragrances. Vlogmas number 5, I believe. I have a few videos that'll be coming up, special videos that'll be coming up with some great, wonderful fragrances, some great things to do around the holiday, or fragrances that you may want to wear during the holiday. Just some new fragrances. So please stay tuned and tune into my Vlogmas up until Christmas. Trying to just get everyone familiar with who I am and my fragrances and my channel. Just stay tuned. I have many more days and much more to share. But before we get started, and as you see by the title, let me say this, see by the title, the do's and don'ts of fragrances for the holidays. I have some great ideas to share, some thoughts of mine for some do's and don'ts in regards to our fragrances during the holidays. And if that sounds like something that you're very interested in, please stay tuned. But before we get started, please don't forget to like, comment, thumbs up the video so I know this is the kind of content that you enjoy. Don't forget to share. Please don't forget to subscribe. Definitely don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload more Vlogmas videos. So without further ado, let's get into the first don't that I think is a don't to do when it comes in regards to fragrances around the holidays. I'm going to also give you some notes with these fragrances and talk about them a little bit, but I'm going to tell you why they are don'ts. I have some do's, some great things to do with fragrances around the holidays, and I have some not so great things, some don'ts to do around the holidays with our fragrances. So the first fragrance that I wanted to speak about, and this one would more than likely be a don't. Something that you might not want to do during the holidays with this type of fragrance. And Tiziana Terenzi, and it's Tibet. Let me go into the notes, because if you've been watching my channel or you follow me, you know I'm a lover of notes. So I'll get into the notes. The top notes are green notes, bergamot. The middle notes are peach, floral notes, sand, coconut. The base notes are musk, cotton candy, woody notes, vanilla, and amber. It's a sweet, powdery, musky, floral, vanilla, woody, amber, green, caramel fragrance. This one is a beautiful fragrance. It is a lovely fragrance, but why it made my don't list is because if you're familiar with Tiziana Terenzi fragrances, and even if you are not, most of their fragrances are beast mode fragrances. You only need 2 or maybe even 3, 4 would be going overboard. It would be beyond beast mode. So you really would have to be mindful during the holidays wearing this type of fragrance during the holidays. And the reason why it's one of my don'ts is because, you know, we want to smell good during the holidays, during our festivals, or during the functions, or going to visit family, or having our holiday parties. But we should be mindful that other people will be around, and some people's senses are not, you know, up to being able to handle certain fragrances. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that you shouldn't wear your fragrances, but just as though we would want someone to be mindful of or regard us, I think that we should do the same with our fragrances. And the reason why this is a don't, because we want to be mindful of these beast mode type of fragrances. You know, I would wear it, but I wouldn't spray as much, because I know this fragrance has a beast mode or excellent projection, and I know the CIs is out there, and I know the longevity will stay around for days and days and days. So If I wore this, I would just be mindful to not spray too much, or to spray, instead of spraying it in the front of me, spray it to my back, or spray it on my back, the back of me. And that's why this one would fall under the category of things that we don't want to do during the holiday. But besides that, this is a beautiful, beautiful, sweet, woody, fruity type of fragrance. And this is Tibet by Tiziana Terenzi. Excuse me. Beautiful bottles too. Heavy, very much quality. The next fragrance that I have, that would fall up under my don't, or things to do not do with our fragrances during the holiday. You guys will be surprised. This is on that list is Oud, the Extrait version by Mason Francis Kirk Dijon. I'll go into the notes. The top notes are saffron and lemon resin. The middle notes are vanilla and bread, Atlas cedar. The base notes are laishun, oud, Indonesian patchouli leaf. It's a warm, spicy oud, woody, vanilla, aromatic, metallic, musky, leather, floral scent. This is another scent. If you've been watching me, you know I love this scent. Oh, I'm so in love with the scent. It has, when it dries down, it has the most creamiest, beautiful vanilla, unlike a lot of vanillas that you smell. But this fragrance in the opening and even towards the dry down has this piney type of smell, like a pine tree type of smell. It can be very overwhelming and overbearing to individuals. So this is why this fragrance made it on my don't list. If I wore it, I would probably spray it a half hour or more before I had to be in a certain place or at a certain occasion or function. Because this fragrance, even though the dry down is a magnificent, gorgeous scent, if you spray this around anyone else, it can be very, very, very overwhelming, and it can almost be offensive. You just have to know what you're, what you're smelling. But this, beyond that, this is a great fragrance. It is a beautiful vanilla, milky, just gorgeous, fantastic fragrance. I love, so silky and satin, but in the beginning, it's one of those fragrances, and even in the middle, and even in the dry down, you can smell it, but you definitely won't smell it as much as when you would first spray it, or in the heart of the fragrance transpiring. But besides that, this is a great fragrance, but it made my don't list. Things to don't do during the holiday. And this one is Oud, the Extrait version by Mason Francis Kirk Dijon. Another one of my fragrances that made the don't list, and you may be surprised, because if you know me, I love this house. I love this fragrance brand. I have one of trying to withhold it, but this is another fragrance that I purchased, and this one made my don't, things that we do not want to do during the holiday. The label is kind of reflective. Rosendo Matu number 6. And I'll go over the notes with you. The notes are, the top notes are jasmine, sandalwood, exotic fruits, floral notes, coconut, green accord. The middle notes are sandalwood, spicy notes, and the base notes are white musk, vanilla, and amber. It's a powdery, woody, floral, musky, sweet, white floral, vanilla, fruity, warm, spicy, amber fragrance. And that it is, full of jasmine. I've talked about this fragrance, I think, very quickly in another video, but it's a jasmine fragrance. So if you love jasmine, this would be it for you. Has a little bit of a woodiness, but mostly it's a jasmine kind of fruity fragrance. The reason why this one made my don't list, let me get one spray, guys. One spray before I put it back up. Let me get one spray. The reason why this fragrance made my, not when I say don't list, I don't mean don't wear the fragrance. I mean, these are things that we may want to be mindful with our fragrances and things we don't want to do with our fragrances during the holidays when we're visiting family or going to different occasions or functions. Not that you can't wear these fragrances, because I would really I would encourage you to wear whatever fragrance you like to wear, but I would just say to be mindful with certain things when you wear them, because you may not know or know you will experience these certain things. So that's why I have them on the don't list. But it's definitely not to say don't wear the fragrance. It's just things that you may not want to do while wearing the fragrances for the holidays. And this one, again, like I said, is Rosendo Matu, number 6. And the reason why it made the don't list is because this fragrance is new to me. I just not long ago purchased this fragrance. I'm still trying to fill this fragrance out. It's not a huge love for me. It's a bright fragrance, but I'm still trying to play with this fragrance and figure it out. The reason why it's on the don't is because these are the type of things that you want to look for when you have brand new fragrances. And I know we want to wear our new fragrance because we want to get out there with our new fragrances on. But when you're in a closed environment, or when you're going to be in a home with other family, you may not want to wear the brand new type of fragrances, because you have not had time to experience that fragrance. So you don't know how it's going to project, how it may, the dry down and the smell that it may give you once you're wearing it for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. So unless you're going to do that before you wear it to your function or your festivities or your occasion or your parties or even anywhere, it doesn't have to be and just thinking about the holidays, but it doesn't have to be just with the holidays. You want to be aware of how your fragrance is going to perform. So because, excuse me, because I have not had an opportunity to play around with this fragrance, wear it all day, or experience this fragrance in all its phases. This is something I definitely wouldn't wear during the holidays. If I was going to a function, if I was going to a party, if I was going with family or to an event, I wouldn't wear this fragrance unless I took the time to get to know this fragrance. Because even if I wanted to know how it was going to perform, and it didn't last for an hour or two, but I didn't know that because it was a brand new fragrance and I didn't get a chance to play with or experience the fragrance as it bloomed. So this is why it made my don't list. New fragrances, if you haven't had a chance to experience them and experience how others react to them, even yourself, I would not wear them around the holidays or things that I had that was special occasions around the holidays. Beautiful, it's a beautiful scent. It's a like for me. It's not a full love, but it's still not a bad scent. And this is Rosendo Matu, number 6. The last don't that I have for you guys is one I really didn't want to put on this list, but it's something I need to talk about, or something that I feel as though we might not want to do during the holidays with our fragrances. and especially a fragrance that is like this. Let's see if I can get it in focus. This one is Givenchy Organza Indecadence. Okay, the notes are, top notes are cinnamon, tangerine, middle notes are plum, mimosa, and the base notes are amber and patchouli. It's a cinnamon, warm, spicy, amber, fruity, sweet, citrus, patchouli, powdery fragrance. This is a beautiful fragrance. As you can see, look at the thin in my bottle. I love this fragrance. When I say I love this fragrance, why is it on my don't list? The reason why this fragrance, and when I say this is a love for me, I already have a backup bottle of this fragrance. It is so good. It's so warm. It's a little spicy. It has that little bit of sweetness. It's creamy. It's lactonic. It's just a beautiful, beautiful. It's not spicy, overwhelming spicy. It's just a hint of it in the back. It has that amber. It is a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. But if you know me and you've been watching my videos, and I'll link the video that featured this one exclusively, it doesn't last. I don't even know if I can make it out the door with this fragrance. So this is why this fragrance made it on the don't list. We don't want to get fragrances and wear fragrances at our holiday functions around the holidays. This is why it's on the don't. That don't last. How puzzled would you feel if you get all the way to your party or your function or your relatives or have your family over, and within an hour or a half hour, you can't even smell the perfume, or no one else can as well? It just would be something that I would not or don't want to do. So I know that about this fragrance. And even though I love this fragrance, it would not be a fragrance that I wouldn't even prep myself, like, use certain things to try to make it last longer. Because I know I wouldn't want to be focused on trying to have my fragrance or my perfume or my smell stay around. I would want to just be enjoying myself. So this is why this fragrance made the don't list, is because we want to be mindful that we don't pick fragrances that don't last at all. And this one is Givenchy Organza Indecadence. Now, let's get to some of the do's. This is the great part. I want to get to some of the do's, some of the fragrances that we do want to have or wear or enjoy during the holidays. Wear to our parties, wear to our functions, wear to our gatherings. And the first one I hope this video isn't too long, but I hope everyone is enjoying it. I only have a few more fragrances, but this is one that I want to talk about. Will be a great do fragrance. A fragrance to wear, a fragrance you will love. The top notes are plum, saffron, iris. The middle notes is orris, Bulgarian rose, jasmine, sambac, and the base notes are vetiver, papyrus, and liquid amber. And it's a woody, fruity, iris, amber, earthy, powdery, sweet, aromatic, warm, spicy leather fragrance. This fragrance is beautiful, sweet, syrupy, beautiful. Most people love sweet fragrances. Most people are they are compliment getters, and that's why this would be a great fragrance to do, or fragrance that you would want to wear during the holidays. Beautiful, sweet, a little woody, fruity, earthy, just a beautiful, delightful fragrance to wear. Marc Jacobs Decadence. Also, this fragrance I've heard it's discontinued. So if you have it, you may want to hold on to it, because I don't think they're making this fragrance anymore. And it's a love fragrance. I'm not sure why they discontinued this fragrance, but I'm glad I have a few bottles of it. But it's a beautiful, beautiful, especially in the cold weather, cool weather fragrance to wear. So this would be one of those fragrances that will be on my do list to wear during the holidays. And it also comes in this beautiful little packaging like a purse. This is Marc Jacobs Decadence. The next fragrance that will be a great fragrance to wear and will be on my do list would be, and this one is Vanille Fatale. I'll give you the notes. The top notes are rum, myrrh, labdanum, saffron, coriander, orange, and lime. The middle notes are barley, coffee, plum, frangipani, narcissus, artissima, rose. And the base notes are Madagascar, vanilla, suede, tobacco, mahogany, patchouli, oak moss, and violet. It has a lot of notes. It is a vanilla, warm, spicy, sweet, amber, woody, powdery, leather, aromatic, balsamic, tobacco fragrance. And this fragrance, they say, is the little sister of tobacco vanille. Beautiful vanilla, not overbearing, sweet tobacco, lovely fragrance. And it's very unisex. So you will get the compliments from the women and the men, and it won't be offensive. It will be a great fragrance to wear. Look at this bottle. Great fragrance to wear during the holidays, holiday parties, holiday functions, gathering. And this is why it made my do list. A tobacco vanilla fragrance is a perfect do. It will have projection. It will have nice, creamy vanilla, a little bit of tobacco to draw the men in, a little bit of vanilla to draw the women in, and you definitely will get compliments with this fragrance. It's a beautiful, gorgeous fragrance. And this one is Tom Ford's Vanille Fatale. Definitely a fragrance on my do list to wear. The next fragrance I have is for someone that doesn't want anything complex, nothing difficult, but wants something nice and wants something attention getter and not too overbearing, overpowering, or too much of a beast mode fragrance. And I've talked about this fragrance, and this fragrance is it's a magnet. Ariana Grande Cloud Intense 2.0. Give you the notes. It's lavender, bergamot, pear in the top notes. The middle notes are whipped cream, coconut, praline, vanilla, orchid. The base notes are cashmere, ambroxan, musk, and woodsy notes. It's a sweet, musky, woody, amber, powdery, lactonic, vanilla, lavender, coconut, fresh, spicy fragrance. Fresh, has that coconut, has that whipped cream. This is the best fragrance, and I've talked about this fragrance before. Men love this fragrance. I think they even love it more than you will get compliments on your Maison Francis Kirk de Jean's Baccarat Rouge 540. But I have got compliments, but I get I don't think out of all of my fragrances, this is the fragrance that I get the most compliments when I wear. And it's, some of these fragrances you can't even smell on yourself. You will smell this fragrance. It will be great for the holidays. It's sweet. It's lactonic. It has that whipped cream. It is just has a little bit of musk. It's just a attention-getting magnet. Not the original. This one right here, 2.0. It lasts forever, and it's just, almost has that luxe feel, or that, luxury designer quality. This is a beautiful fragrance. Actually, this is my second bottle. You want a dew fragrance that you would definitely want to pull out during the holidays. This is it. It's sweet. It has a attention getter. It's a compliment getter. It's not offensive. Great projection and great longevity. This one is Ariana Grande 2.0 Cloud Intense. Last but not least, is new to my bunch, new to my fragrance collection. This is Eilish by Billie Eilish. I'll give you the notes. Look at this beautiful bottle. Beautiful, beautiful statement piece bottle. And the top notes are sugar, red berry, mandarin orange. The middle notes are vanilla, cacao, spicy notes, and rose. And the base notes are tonka bean, amber, musk, woodsy notes. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fragrance. Woody, vanilla. It has this milky, lactonic, creamy, cozy vanilla. Definitely something that you could wear during the holidays, especially somewhere that you're going to be near, maybe even by a fireplace. It will be warm inside. It'll be nice and intimate and cozy. This is a beautiful, or even if it's just a holiday where it's only a few people, it won't be offensive. It won't be loud. It'll just be something that is soft and beautiful. This is a beautiful fragrance. On me, it doesn't last that long. It gets kind of faint, but I've heard on others they don't have that problem. But this would be a quote unquote do for the holidays. Something that you definitely would want to put on your list to wear during those beautiful holiday functions, occasion, and events. This would be a winner. And this one is Eilish by Billie Eilish. And that's all I have for you, beauties, today. I hope you enjoyed this Vlogmas number 5 on my fragrances to do and don't during the holidays. I hope that this was informative to you, and you learn a little things, or even if you have some do's and don'ts, put them in the comment section below. I would love to hear some of the do's and don'ts for you, for your fragrances during the holidays. Before you leave, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely don't forget to share my videos, thumbs up my videos, and definitely don't forget to hit that notification bell so you'll be alerted when I put up Vlogmas number 6, 7, and I think 8. So I'll see you again soon, everyone. Have a blessed day. Take care. Bye-bye.